Hello and welcome to Cage Cat, and today we're playing the Frost Evasion event in Tower Defense Simulator. And oh yeah, some things I mentioned about the gameplay. One, it's up to a 2.0 speed, because even though I can make videos now longer than 15 minutes, because I verified my phone number, finally I didn't know it was under that, but because of that, I can make videos longer than 15 minutes, but this video is like 27 minutes long, and I don't think I can talk for that long, so the video's at 2 times speed. And then they cut the audio because it always sounds weird if you have 2 times speed. So audio for the main gameplay is missing, but you still hear my voice talking over it. If that makes sense. But this event takes around anywhere from 20 minutes to half an hour to beat usually. And I think this game would have died if the one person did a medic on us. Because he took so much damage early game, but late game once he had our defense set up, then we didn't have to worry about health anymore. But yeah, we took tons of damage early game. Yeah, those two medics, that's the first one and that one, they saved their butt. Because we got super low early game, and to the point where we died, but because the medic kept healing us every wave, we were able to last longer. But yeah. So the reason why I'm making this video is because of the fact that I kind of want to record all sorts of different events in the Roblox Tower Defense games. Actually, I'm thinking of kind of playing Critical Tower Defense. My brother's really into the game, so... And I'm not really into it because I'm not really willing to try new Tower Defense games after what happened with Evolution Invade, but he's getting me to play it more often. But it's something that I might try for a video, see how that goes. And popularity probably won't go that well, but still, there's none of videos seem to get popular. Oh, another announcement is that Season 5's lasted a long time on my channel. You get what I mean, right? Like, Season 4 lasted over a year, and I don't want that to ever happen again. First 3 seasons were about a year or a half a year in length. And then we had Season 4, which lasted over a year. I don't want that to happen again with Season 5, which has been out for about a year now. So I'm going to probably switch over to Season 6 on my channel. So if you don't know what the seasons are, I made a video earlier this season where I talked about what the season's episode things means. Basically, it's a way for me to organize my videos for fans to find certain ages of content, if that makes sense. There used to be channels I used to watch a lot, and I didn't like their really old content, I didn't like their newer content, but there was a middle area I really liked. So that's what the season thing's for. You don't have to watch videos in order. You're not supposed to, really. Older videos, you can probably pretty much skip the first 3 seasons of my channel. But it's meant for if you like a certain era of my content, you can go and find them. And then the episode numbers allow you to find specific episodes on my channel. So it kind of organizes the order of what episodes are in the season. So kind of making so all the episodes kind of a little bit of order, but it's not really an order at all. You can do them in any order you want. They're not meant to be, they're not meant to be require you to watch in any the certain order. You can watch them in any order. It's just the episode's number allows you to determine kind of how when it the season's meant to determine what kind of era of content is, and the episodes specifically what, and they're some of the longer seasons Season 4 have over 100 episodes, almost 100 episodes. So the beginning of the season feels completely different from the end of the season. Oh yeah, so I want to do this probably end this video at 50 this season at 50 videos, which means this is the second to last video in the season. But yeah, I'm thinking of making the last video the end of the season video, and then probably going straight on to Season 5 or 6, where I want to start doing thumbnails for all my videos now. Because from what my cousins and friends have been telling me is that thumbnails are probably making people want to watch my videos more instead of the 10 to 20 views I get on my videos normally. So I know it's a lot of boringness, but let's talk about the game. This event is probably the most unique map I've ever seen for an event in a tower defense game. Because Tower Battles only has one. So Tower Defense Simulator introduced a 2-route path map, being Badlands, a long time ago. Or was it End of the Line? No, End of the Line was the optional version of Badlands where you get the cowboy before. But yeah. Anyway, over time, they started making more maps like Canyon have 2 routes and stuff. This map is the first map in Tower Defense Simulator history to have 4 routes. That's why the path looks so big. But the thing about the reason why it's 4 routes, each of the routes is kind of there's technically 4 routes, but there's pretty much just puts in the 2 routes. It's just, it kind of is cool when they come out of the entrance. It makes a marching pattern. I like how they have 4 routes, but it feels more like a 2-route map. It's kind of cool how they do it like that, actually. Probably one of the cool things about the event map. Another thing is, if you win the event, you know, the map all translates to a spring-like color, and it's really cool, actually. I like to stay in the lobby a little bit longer after the game ends, just to see how the lobby changes. It is so cool. Like, so that technically means that the frost damage season portals open, turn like a spring-summer area to like a winter area, which is kind of actually cool. Now that I think about it, you know. And yeah, I'm going in the first person now, because I feel like it makes the video look so much better. But yeah, anyway. So yeah. You know. But yeah, anyway. So, you know. This is kind of where we start struggling in like 12. This is the kind of area where games usually start struggling in. But yeah. Anyway. This event's pretty fun. It's just really easy if you have enough people, because I don't think it's how the event's easy. I think old Tower Defense Simulator, if you have an event like this, it's going to be super hard. It's just because there's like so many tower options and so many ways where your tower's much stronger that like it's not as hard like as it could have been. Like Gladiator event, if you had all the newer towers and stuff in it, would be super easy. Like Accelerator and Gladiator event would shred that event. But of course all the enemies from that event are removed. Most of them are completely remodeled and completely changed how they work. Like I think the Crystal Light is never going to return. Which is kind of funny because it had a carrier, which is kind of like the shape of it was basically the carrier enemy from really old Tower Defense Simulator. And Crystal Light was like the same shape. I actually made a video on the Gladiator event a whole long time ago, so I have proof that I played it. But yeah, no. Anyway, I like that weird ending design. They haven't used it currently. They remade the tank, but they haven't remade the carrier, which is kind of sad. I guess because the Creeper on Man isn't a popular meme, and that's kind of what it was based off of. But that enemy was so weird and cool, and they removed it. It's like my favorite old TDS enemy, you know? But yeah, anyway. This event is like amazing. It's kind of fun, actually. You know? But yeah, anyway. That's where I reached the match with Accelerator. Accelerator's ridiculously unfair right now. Because you need to get like 2,500, what's it called? Not shards, gems. And you need to do hardcore to get those. You have to pay like $20 to get Accelerator, to buy the gems for Accelerator of Roblox, or, you know, you have to, grind that mode and only get like 10, 20 gems, repeatedly grind it. It's ridiculously unfair. And like the first 20 or 25 waves are ridiculously unfair, and in the middle of the game it becomes ridiculously easy, and then the end of the game becomes ridiculously hard again. There's that, like, it's supposed to be a hard mode, but the beginning's unfairly hard. You don't have enough time to prepare for anything early game. You know, at the end of the game, it's supposed to be hard then, but like, the middle of the game being easy, I think they should take some more inspiration from Tower Battles, which the game, yeah, is hard, it's really hard, but it's not like unfairly hard like, you know, this game is a hardcore mode, because of the fact that only this game will go from hard, easy to the hard and hardcore mode. Tower Battles goes from like, it's like, yeah, it's always hard, but the hardness is always growing enough to challenge the players to do stuff, but not enough to make the players feel like this unfairly hard. If you get what I mean. Like, it is possible once you get all the towers and like once you get most of the shop towers in the game, it is possible to do the mode, but it's the normal mode of the game. But like in Tower Battles, but at the same time, like, the game's always constantly grows on how difficult it gets. It's only when waves I like Tower Defense having more variation. What waves can get besides when there's the only time Tower Battles has some variation in the wave modes is when there's events, and if you get Secret Wave. And Secret Wave in Tower Battles is much harder to get in Tower Defense Simulator. Because in Tower Battles it's basically a 1 in 1,000 chance, while in Tower Defense Simulator it's based off a, you know, speedrunning the hardest normal mode in the game, not hardcore mode. If you get what I mean. But yeah, you know, this was just game. I mean, the Tower Defense Simulator has so many bugs and like, you know, in it that, and it just they don't know the balance as well. At least Tower Defense Simulator has better balancing than Evolution Evade. That game had the worst balancing ever. Like, the God Towers completely broke the balance of the game. They were unfairly hard to get, and if you got them, you basically made the game extremely easy. Basically, the entire game has, you know, it just doesn't. I don't like the game anymore. Like, they broke all the balancing. They kind of like made the story really dumb. I really don't like how the direction of the game. Like, ever since they added the God Towers, that game kind of became dumb to me. I mean, some of the things they do is every time they add something good to that game, they add something horrible to it. It just don't makes the experience worse, in my opinion. That's why that was staff members being extremely mean to me when I mentioned that. Trying to mentioning the multiple parts of the game are kind of making me just dislike what they're doing with it. I was at a point a while ago I was going to make a video about why I don't like the game anymore, but I never made that, and like the reasons why. But that game it used to be fun. In my opinion, it's not fun anymore. Even though the blocky maps, like there used to be an evolution of it, it's like I love that style idea, but then they removed them. I mean, the game all look like Tower Defense Simulator and Cube Defense all mashed together for their design, which is kind of dumb. But however, with games like I don't know, like what's it called, Critical Tower Defense, they have blocky maps, and I don't think they're gonna change that. But they're meant to go with the theme of the game. Like, why in Roblox Tower Defense games are all the character designs super blocky, yet all in the maps are super realistic? That's my weird complaint thing about Roblox Tower Defense games. Like, if I was to make a Roblox Tower Defense game, one of the things I would consider is making my avatar and enemy designs incorporate all of Roblox's avatar and enemy designs. Like, you have people like, of course, they use blocky avatars, but you also people with more rounded avatars and people with Arthro avatars in Roblox. Like, Frost Spirit spawned in. But yeah, you get what I mean, though, right? So if I was making a Roblox Tower Defense game, towers body shape will be all different depending on what tower it is, so it can represent all of Roblox's avatars. Because I was thinking maybe a game pass where you can have your own avatar for a skin. I'd be like, you know what I mean, right? And my game, maybe skins will be split into two parts: the gun for the tower and the actual character design, which I think would be a really weird way to do skins. The weapon design and the character design, which means for vehicle towers, the weapon design is the actual vehicle, if that makes sense. And anyway, that's a concept they have. I have a lot of other concepts for this tower defense game. I have an idea for my own. If I was to make my own, but I don't want to give them all the other developers because I like my idea of tower modifications. Evolution made added that, but so many things I want to keep to myself for my own game when I make. Once I get enough coding knowledge, and I think I will have it soon enough, And just look at that Frost. Just so you guys know, because we're super far from the video, that's about that in a minute. We were not able to defeat Frost Spirit in this gameplay. I've already beat him though. I was mainly doing this for shards and for actual gameplay. I've just gained the Frost Spirit, just so I can show you the boss. But only way I've really ever seen to beat Frost Spirit is either at something like Toxic Gunner, which is the only event in Tower Defense Simulator I don't have. And Toxic Gunner was still on the boss after your towers defeated are the Chain Commander. But the problem is no one on my team, there's not enough room for Commander to chain it. There's so many miniguns, so that's how we lose, in my opinion. You either chain Commander or spam Toxic Gunner to slow it down. That's the only way, in my opinion, I think, to beat the boss. But other than that, it's ridiculously easy. The funny thing is, everyone wants Toxic Gunner, yet last year the event was over a year long, yet almost half a year long, yet I never decided to do the event. Well, I did a few times, but I never got good teammates. This is the only event tower I don't have in Tower Defense Simulator. It's just really weird. It's in the best ones too, but Gladiator's still better. Yeah, they buffed Gladiator. And yeah, this is the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe to KJ Cal on YouTube. And also comment below what's your favorite part of the video, and peace.